We finally got our hands on a new Kubota BX2680. We're going to go over the features of it today and give you our initial impressions. Welcome to Good Works Tractors. From snow to mow, Good Works Tractors is the place to go. Shop goodworkstractors.com, subscribe to our channel below, like our Facebook page, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Let's go ahead and take a minute and go over the features of the new series by Kubota, out last year, the Kubota BX2680. Real excited to finally get one of these machines in stock, equipped with an LA344 loader and a 60-inch mower deck, R4 tires, 25.5 horsepower Kubota diesel 3-cylinder engine, tilt steering, cruise control, mid and rear PTO, 2- and 4-wheel drive. This is the top of the line as far as Kubota subcompacts go. So if we start over on this side here, I'll get to this a little bit later as well. You're going to have a quick park loader, a new style with a built-in parking stand. You can do everything from the seat. So we'll show you how to take that apart or take it off with the a release here, and same setup on the other side, along with a really cool hydraulic coupler for a single point connection. See a rubber floor mat down here. Got your foot brake right there, and then a parking brake in the middle. On the left fender here, you're going to have a couple of levers here. This is going to engage your PTO. This is going to select the mid in the rear, or just the rear PTO. Little cup holder there, even room for a handle. And a tiny little bit of storage here. I'm not sure what you can really do with that, but you can see there's also a 12-volt convenience outlet there. A very comfortable suspension seat with armrests, super thick padding. Nice and clean. You're going to have your seat adjust right here. Down underneath we have our locking rear differential. Engage that either at a stop or at least moving very slowly. Mower deck height adjustment. And this is going to be your rated drop control, which controls how quickly or slowly your 3-point hitch and your mower deck go up and down. On this side here is a hood release. We're going to pull that out, but first I'm going to move down this guard here, which is just held on by a couple of spring clips, one here and on the other side as well, just with that little protrusion there. And we will open this hood. You can see underneath, there we go, can be a little stiff. Good access. Imagine the loader's not on there as well, and you can see there's good access from all sides. I really like the fact that the side panels are part of the top panel, so it all comes up efficient. Air filter there. Good look at the engine access. I am 6'3", so I can get right over top of that, no problem. Reaching those headlights could be a bit of a challenge, not that you have to do that very often. Radiator up top. Underneath here is going to be our battery compartment. So to get to the battery area, I did go ahead and just unscrew this bolt, or this knob right here. Took that off already, and then you're just going to pull this panel back all the way around. So I'll see if I can do it one-handed here. It appears I can. And there is access to your battery compartment there. Pretty nice as well. I like that location too. I'll go ahead and put this back down. And we'll pop this back up. Light controls up here for flashers and turn signals and headlights and so on. This is how you're going to control your tilt steering. See, it says pull lever to tilt, up and down there. If you want to lift the seat up to get underneath the seat, you just pull this lever here. It's a little bit tough for me to do with one hand, but that is what that lever's for. A little bit of storage in the seat back for a manual, I suppose. Pretty common. Folding ROPS here. It'll usually fit inside a 7-foot high garage. When it's folded, it's well under 6 foot. Category 1, 3-point hitch, 540 RPM rear PTO. See the little hitch plate down there, you can add a ball to. Right there is going to be your hydraulic oil dipstick is on there. These are metal fenders on here. You can see a little nick on that fender there. I might just put a little touch-up paint on that. Discharge side of the mower deck, you can see down underneath there is a roller in the middle, anti-scalp roller. Get a better look at that. Right there. Just a look at the front axle as well. You can see how that's constructed. Onto one of the coolest features is going to be this single point connection. You'll see that again later in the video, but this handle here is going to, you pull that up and it releases all 4 of these couplers here. Pretty amazing. Have our throttle right here. You're going to turn this key part way to, not to that position, but to one more right here is going to be glow plugs if you want to run those. Cruise control, engage that by driving forward on the go forward pedal here, and then push that lever down and then let go of the forward pedal and it'll hold steady at that speed. If you want to stop the cruise control, just tap on the forward pedal. There's reverse. Look at the controls on this side. I think this is a well thought out design. Have our loader joystick here. Our range select, so we have high, neutral, and low, or fast and slow if you want to call it that. 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. Going to have our 3-point hitch here. Raising and lowering our lever there. This is not a position control. You push it down and it's going to come back to the middle. You pull it up top and it's going to come back to the middle again. This is called a loader lockout. Pretty common on all the tractors, but it's to lock out the functionality of the joystick there. You would not be able to raise or lower it. And then our fuel fill right here. I do really like that the fuel gauge is right up here on the dash on the instrument cluster. Very nice feature. And this cover here is missing. We have a new one on order. It's going to slide underneath here and cover over top and then just be held in place here. I'm not sure how that went missing already, but got another one on the way. It was 29 bucks, I think, plus shipping. So for me, the highlights, without using the tractor, are going to be the new loader with the single point connection. Being able to do everything from the seat to remove the loader is a huge improvement over the old Kubota design. Really catches them up significantly with John Deere. The fuel gauge on the dash is a bonus for me. The hood that opens up all the way, including the side panels to offer better access to the hood or to the engine compartment, is another great feature. I like the battery access right underneath here, easy to get to. Some of the things that don't make sense to me and why Kubota hasn't figured that out yet is to include a standard drive over mower deck, let alone the auto connect PTO functionality that John Deere offers. Also, tool storage. This does not really count as tool storage in my opinion. Can't put much of anything in there. The treadle pedal, I don't think they're ever going to get rid of that, but it is what it is. I suppose if you use it all the time, you will get comfortable with it. And perhaps most importantly, the pinned on bucket. If this is a premier tractor, top of the line, meant to compete with the other top of the line tractors out there, then why is it not standard to include a quick attach bucket out there? Somebody needs to explain that to me. I will say this one has a provisions for a bolt-on cutting edge, which is very nice. But again, there's little things there that make a big difference. And having a quick attach bucket as a standard option not only allows you to add on forks and a snow pusher, a grapple, whatever else, but it gives you more options to upsell there. Maybe they're just trying to get to a certain price point. Anyways, this one still has factory warranty on it. Just under 20 hours. Beautiful condition. Make sure you check out our video. It'll be coming out soon, or depending on when you're watching this, maybe it's already out. Comparing the new style John Deere 1025R versus the BX2680. There's going to be some great things about both of them, and there's probably going to be a few things that leave us scratching our heads. Okay, so I have moved this loader to a fairly level spot here, which is key for removing a loader. I have not done this before, so we're going to give it the old try from the seat, videoing, doing it one-handed thing. So I have watched a video online. Looks pretty self-explanatory. We'll see how it does in action. That was pretty straightforward, and as usual, I'm going to work this joystick in every direction to relieve any hydraulic pressure. And we'll hop off here. Alright, so we got the loader off of there, and we're going to check out the single point hydraulic connection. Again, this was my first time doing this, so a little bit of the learn as you go, but I think I'm doing okay so far. Bucket's pretty level there, which is what you want to see. Interesting stand concept. A lot of hardware involved in this loader stand. I don't know how that will hold up long term or not. You can see just a different rod system connecting everything up to the seat there, which is controlled by that little lever, which releases or locks the parking stand. Those little brackets hold the parking stand in place with the little knobs or protrusions sticking out there, one on each side. So we're on to the single point connection. You can see that little red knob there. And again, I apologize for the video. I'm trying to do this holding a camera, and this is a two-handed process I didn't realize. But I'm pulling out on that little red knob there, and I'm going to lift up the black handle at the same time. So just pull out, and while it's pulled out, lift up on the black handle. It immediately releases. You can see it there. It's so cool. After the video was over, I actually did it several more times, just because it's such a cool concept and idea. I love innovation like that. You have those two pins there that are going to help guide the way. I guess they may be called guide pins, I'm not sure. See the two holes in the back side there, and the other half of the four couplers. A little bit of dirt gets in there. Might want to clean that out periodically. The other face of the single point connection. Super cool. There's not really a great way to let it hang after you have it off the machine, but I think that's easy enough to figure out. What a great improvement over the old Kubota loader. So you can see when you back away, it's really similar to the John Deere loader. Stands there by itself, self-supported. You know, a couple of the things I'm curious about holding up are the little clips and pins and levers that are involved here and all the brackets and attaching hardware, and it just seems like there's a lot of little pieces that could come loose or wear or get bent over time. And so I don't know what the long-term performance will be, if it'll become a pain or a hassle, and I guess there's only one way to find out, and time will tell. So what I'm showing you now is how to line up when you're, say you've gone and mowed your yard and you want to line up to your loader and get it reinstalled. Just center those brackets. Just use your eyeball, and that's going to be your biggest deal there. You want to come in dead straight. So make sure you take your time. It's going to make life a lot easier for you. But just come in dead straight and center the center of those loader masts right in the brackets there that are on the loader arms. So I'm just telling you what I'm doing here. And so basically what we do is we drive up, we center ourselves, and then we have to connect the hydraulics, okay? Step 2 after that is to lower the loader onto the mast or onto the stands, and then we can work the joystick in a couple different directions, get it to connect, and then finish up by attaching the parking stand or putting it back in the storage location. So let's see how we do. And same thing on this side. As you can see, it's right in there. Let me hop down and we'll reconnect. Line those holes up. Alright. Lining those holes up there. Okay, boy, that was easy. One-handed even. And sometimes it helps. You need to move forward a little bit and drive into it. Okay, so they're down in there. And now I'm pushing the joystick down. I'm pushing the joystick that way. Okay. We're good on both sides. I'm going to pull this lever up and down. Pull this lever up and down. I'm going to throttle up. I'm going to raise the whole bucket all the way up, the whole loader. And then we'll do the last step. I'm going to throttle up here. Okay, so I'm going to dump the bucket. So I'm going to push out and watch that parking stand. Final step. Move that to the locked position. And you're back in action.